Solving word problems within 20. Today we're going to talk about how we can solve problems and what tools we can use from home. So since we're not at school, we don't have things that we're used to like our snap cubes or our counters or our erasers or things that we usually use when we model our problems. So I want you to think about some things around your house that you could use. See if you can find something. Here are some suggestions. You could use coins. You could use pennies or dimes or nickels or a bunch of different coins that you have. You could use pasta from your kitchen. You could use beans from your kitchen if you have some. I know a bunch of you have Legos. You could grab some Legos and use those to model. You could use crayons. You could use beads. Some other suggestions would be maybe cotton balls or Q-tips, or you could use nails or screws if you have any of those around your house. So right now I want you to pause this video and find something that you can use as a counter. You're going to need 20 of them. You could even use cut up pieces of paper if that's all you have. But find 20 of something, pieces of popcorn, blocks, anything. Pause this video and then find something. Okay, now that you have your counters, we're going to try a problem together. It says 8 frogs were on a log. Some of them jumped into the pond, and then there were 3 frogs left on the log. How many frogs jumped into the pond? Use a model to prove your thinking. I'll read it one more time. 8 frogs were on the log. Some of them jumped into the pond, and then there were 3 frogs on the log. How many frogs jumped into the pond? I want you to pause this and see if you can model that out. Okay, let's break this down together now that you've solved it. So there were 8 frogs on a log. There they are. Does everyone see them up there? Some of them jumped into the pond. Do we know how many? No, right. We don't know how many jumped in. We just know some of them jumped in. So let's picture this in our heads. There are the frogs on the log. Some of them jump off of the log and into the pond. And then there were 3 frogs left on the log. So if there's 8 right now and 1 jumps into the pond, now I have 7. Now I have 6, 5, 4 on the log, 3 on the log. So now there's 3 frogs left in the log. And the question was, how many frogs jumped into the pond? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 frogs jumped into the pond. Good job. Let's try another one. 14 birds sitting in a tree. Some more birds joined them, and now there are 16. How many birds joined them? There were 14 birds sitting in a tree. Some more birds joined them. More birds came. Now there are 16 birds. So how many birds joined them? I want you to pause this and see if you can model this out. Now that you have your model, let's take a look. There were 14 birds sitting in a tree. So here are my 14 birds sitting in the tree. Each of these yellow circles is 1 bird. Some more birds came. I don't know how many yet, it just says some. And now there are 16. So if I know that I have 14, I have a full tens frame and 4 more is 14. and I need to get to 16. So there's my 16. So how many birds join them? 1, 2. Great job. Okay, now for your exit ticket. Janet read 8 books during the week. She read some more books over the weekend. She read 12 books total. How many books did Janet read over the weekend? Janet read 8 books during the week, and then she read some more over the weekend. She read 12 books total. How many books did Janet read over the weekend? I want you to work this out and send me your answer in a message on Edsby.